So with the dawn, with the happening of Thursday Night Football, that cements or that kicks off week 3 of the NFL season. And I'm going to give my predictions. I'm going to tell you who I think is going to win these games. Let's start with Saints and Panthers. I have the Saints. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but the Saints, I think they want, everything that happened last week with the Bucs and, Jameis Winston throwing 3 picks. I think that they're going to want to right the wrong, and especially with a division opponent that is struggling at this point. I just think the Saints, this is the game that they're going to want to get back on track. This is the game where their defense is going to want to get right. They want to prove that, it was mostly their mistakes that cost them the game in, Tampa Bay or against Tampa Bay than it was anything else. So I have the Saints beating the Panthers. Not to mention, Baker Mayfield has not been good. He's really only been good for like a quarter. And I just is this the Saints defense is not the defense to get to right your wrongs and to get back on the right track. They have one of the best defenses in the league. Hell, they lost 20-10 against the Bucs, but their defense kept them in the game. It was really the turnovers that really and the whole brawl situation that kind of spurred everything. So I have the Saints winning that one. Texans at Bears. I actually have Texans at Bears. I have the Bears. I trust Justin Fields, more than I trust Mills. And I just think the Bears have a better team, and that's not saying much, but I think the Bears have a better team than the Texans. So I have the Bears winning that one. Chiefs and Colts. This has the opportunity to get bad quick. The Colts, I don't know what's going on with the Colts, man. They haven't looked good at all. Matt Ryan, they have not looked good. Now, I know that there were some injuries that's been attached to the Colts, but even in that, Matt Ryan has looked awful, like god-awful. And the Chiefs have looked incredible. They look like arguably the first or second best team in the league by far. So I have the Chiefs, and now it is in Lucas Oil Stadium, but I got the Chiefs winning this one. Bills at Dolphins. Did you know that Tua's record, I don't think Tua's ever beat the Bills? And I think that is going to continue. I think the Bills are going to destroy the Dolphins. I could be wrong, of course, but that's what I think. I think that the Bills are clicking on all. I know it's only 2 weeks, but the Bills are clicking on all cylinders. Stephon Diggs' connection with Josh Allen is going crazy. This defense, now they're not going to have Michael Hyde, I believe, for the game, but I still think that they have enough. They're just going to have to play better defense than the Ravens played and not let Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle get past the defense or past the secondary. I have the Bills winning this one. Lions at Vikings. This is going to actually be a sneaky good game, but I have the Vikings. I trust, which is crazy to say, I trust Kirk Cousins more than I trust Jared Goff. And the Vikings just have a better team, in my opinion, even though the Lions do have a good team. But actually, no, I think the Lions have a better team than the Vikings, but I just trust Kurt and the connection with Justin Jefferson than I do with the Lions. Even though St. Brown is pretty good. Hey, yo, St. Brown, I ain't like how you called out Brown from the wide receiver from the Washington. I ain't like how you did that, bro. Like, come on, man. Patrick Mahomes wasn't a number 1 overall pick. Just go out and hoop, bro. Just go out and hoop. You ain't gotta attack another. Like, y'all both are in the NFL. Yeah, you won. Congratulations. Do your thing. You're a really good wide receiver. Congratulations. Do your thing. But not every receiver was drafted first. And honestly, if you really look at the receiving core, and no offense to you, bro, everyone's going to draft Garrett Wilson over you. Everyone's going to draft Chris Olave over you. Everyone's going to draft Drake London over you. That's just it, bro. Sky Moore was incredible. Now, again, I'm not taking away from anything that you do. You are an incredible wide receiver. Hell, I'm 1,000% sure you're not listening to this. But You ain't got to call somebody else out, bro. Y'all both made it to the NFL. Y'all both were blessed and highly talented enough to make the NFL. And you balled out against Washington. Do your thing. But you don't got to call somebody else out, man. It ain't good, bro. Moving forward. Ravens at Patriots. I got the Ravens winning this one. The Patriots offense has looked awful this entire year. Even though they do have a win, it has not looked good. And the Ravens blew the game against the Dolphins last week. I think Lamar Jackson's going to get back on track, even though he really was never off track. It was just the defense. The defense has to get back on track, and I think that this is a game to do it because of how pedestrian the Patriots offense looks. So I have the Ravens winning this one, and I think they're kind of like going away, like maybe 29-7 or something. Bengals at Jets. It has to be the Bengals. The Jets, even though the Jets did get a win last week, it was one of the most improbable wins of all time. You know, being down, 2 touchdowns with 2 minutes and winning the game. The Bengals have had close games the entire, both, even though they are 0-2. I just think this is the game to get it right. The Jets defense isn't that good. The Jets offense really isn't that good outside of Garrett Wilson. I have the Bengals winning this one. They have to get on track sometime. It has to be today. It has to be against the Jets. Raiders at Titans. You see, this is a tough game to pick just because both teams aren't. I expected the Titans. I don't know if you saw, my divisional breakdown with the Titans, but I expected the Titans to kind of struggle. The Raiders, however, man, the things I may have the Titans because the Raiders' defense is horrible. And even though, yes, the Titans don't throw the ball like that, but you still have Derrick Henry, who is arguably the best wide or running back in the league. And the connection with Derek Carr and Devontae Adams is cool, but that offensive line is not good, and it feels like Derek Carr kind of speeds himself up more than he has to, and I don't know, man. I have the Titans winning that one. Eagles at Commanders. That one's gonna get ugly. The Eagles about to destroy. Damn, that Jones said Washington too. Eagles about to destroy Commander. Here's the thing. I'll be honest about the Commanders. They're not that good. But Carson Wentz is second in the league right now in passing yards. Shocked the hell out of me too. But the Eagles, I said last week, the Eagles are good enough to make the Super Bowl. So what the hell do you think is going to happen to Commanders? And yeah, no, it's going to be good. I don't even have to elaborate. It's going to get bad. Jaguars at Chargers. Another game that's probably going to get back. Even though I will give credit to Doug Peterson. He has the Jaguars looking really good, at least the offense. The offense looks good. And yes, they understand that they don't have the best receivers. They don't have the best running back core, even though James Robinson is pretty good and Travis Etienne is getting up there. But Trevor Lawrence looks good. The Jaguars are not a good team, but they're playing. At least offensively, they're playing to the best of their ability. And I'm gonna shout out to Doug Peterson for that. With that being said, however, they're going to get destroyed by the Chargers. Actually, I don't know. They're going to win. They're going to lose. I think the Chargers are going to win, but I do, Justin Herbert will be playing with that rib injury, the broken rib cartilage. So I don't know how his mobility is going to be, but even with that, you still have Austin Eckler. I don't know if Keenan Allen's going to play either, but I have the Chargers winning this. Rams at Cardinals. Both teams are struggling, in my opinion. But I got the Rams. The Cardinals, it took two freakish plays by Kyler Murray to come back against the Raiders. I think the Rams have a better defense than the Raiders, even though the Rams defense has been struggling outside of Aaron Donald. But I have the Rams winning that one. Seahawks at Falcons. Two trash teams. Trash game. Nobody cares about this game. But I'm gonna do the Falcons because the Falcons to me have the best player out of both teams, and that is Kyle Pitts. Even though the Falcons, and I know this because Kyle Pitts is on my fantasy team, the Falcons cannot get Kyle to pitch the ball to save his life. I don't know what the hell's going on, but both teams suck. Packers at Buccaneers. This game is closer than a lot closer than people want to give it credit for. Even though one team is 1-1 and one team is 2-0. Due to injuries and due to the offensive line troubles, the Bucs have not been good offensively. Offensively, they have not been good at all. Now, defensively, they've been humming. Like Todd Bowles has their defense looking damn near unstoppable at times. But their offense, even with the great Tom Brady, has not looked good. And on the other hand, the Packers is in the same way. Their offense has, let me say this, their running game has been great. Aaron Jones, AJ Dillon, they've been great. The spotlight has been the lack of continuity between Aaron Rodgers and his new receivers. I'm gonna. However, the Packers defense is good. You got Zaire Alexander, you have Smith, Williams. I'm gonna go with the Packers. I might be wrong. I think this is a pick'em game. Both teams aren't exactly where they want to be, but I'm gonna go with the Packers. Sunday Night Football, the Broncos at 49ers. Oh no, 49ers at Broncos. Actually, I have the 49ers. The Broncos have looked horrible this year. Nathaniel Hackett looks like he's over his, he has not been good. He's been blowing through timeouts. He hasn't used timeouts when he should use timeouts. The offense looks so anemic. It's not even funny. Even with Russell Wilson, it looks bad. The defense is okay. Looks good. Chung, Patrick Surtain, but that offense has been god awful. And the 49ers, I think they got new life with Jimmy G starting. I do want to see, I don't know right now, it hasn't been confirmed if George Kittle is playing or not, but I have the 49ers win this game. I just don't like what I've seen, at least offensively, from the Broncos. So, and Monday Night Football, Cowboys at Giants. I have the Giants. Actually, no, I don't. I got the Cowboys. Because one thing that I think the Cowboys are going to do is they're going to try to limit they're going to try to limit Saquon Barkley from running the ball, which means they're going to put the ball in Daniel Jones' hands. And I don't trust Daniel Jones when he has to be the primary reason why you win. Kind of same thing I feel to a lesser extent with Ryan Tannehill. If Ryan Tannehill is if he needs to win you a game, that's not a good look. So I got the Cowboys winning that game.